What up, YouTube?
What up? Hey,
What
Ian.
up, baby? We back again on another show, fantasy booking time.
Definitely. So
Yeah,
today we're doing fantasy booking extreme rules.
Extreme Rules fantasy booking.
Yeah.
Basically, how this show goes is basically we're gonna give you our lineups, how we would book Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get started. First, we're gonna start off by giving you our lineups. So I'll go first. So I got like 10 matches. My kickoff shows. I got Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Damage Control. Also got Dolph Ziggler versus Tomasa Ciampa. On the actual show, I got the WWE Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Neo Sky. I got Edge versus Finn Balor in a last man standings match. I got a submission match with Natalia versus Shayna Blazer. I also got WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey in Extreme Rules. I wrote this down before they even announced that
Yeah.
match. I also got the WWE United States Championship, Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles. I got the Viking Raiders versus the New Day in a tables match. I got Seth freaking Rollins versus Matt Riddle inside a steel cage match, which is basically a fight pits match, or a fight pit is basically a cage match. And then I got hear this one out. I got Soul versus and Sami Zayn teaming up to face Drew McIntyre and Karrion Cross.
Hmm.
So I got one, two, three, four, five. I got five extreme rule matches. So and then the rest are like normal matches. What is your lineup, sir?
I have Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in a submission match.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have Riddle versus Seth Rollins in Extreme Rules match.
Okay.
I have AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. In this match I would AJ Styles announces I want an Ultimate X match or Ultimate something. So it'll be Ultimate X.
Against who?
Finn Balor.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very
Whoever
interesting.
wins gets the contract of like they get like Judgment Day or something.
Hmm. Interesting. All
Yeah.
right.
So it's like a contract literally on the
Yeah.
X. So whoever gets it, they
It's
keep Judgment Day. Whoever doesn't gets kicked out of Judgment. Because AJ
interesting.
Styles is kind of like he had that feud with Finn Balor or friends with
Right.
him. Like, oh, you know what? I'll just take your group from you. Pretty much.
Interesting.
Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest in a Extreme Rules match or Hardcore match.
Okay.
Bianca versus Bailey in a Three Stages of Hell.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I have like the first one to be like I'll be in like a regular match.
Uh-huh.
Second match would be like a submission match, and third one would be a strap match.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You really put some thought into this.
yeah. And then I'll be Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the IC title in the Last Man Standing match.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
because they're both like hard hitting dudes.
Yeah,
So I mean, I think McIntyre could take Gunther for sure.
that's for sure.
And the main event will be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn in Extreme Rules match.
You have a lot of same matches.
Yeah,
Extreme rules and submission.
yeah. Because Sami Zayn pretty much like Roman turns on Zammy. Oh, we'll do
Right.
that later. But yeah, Extreme Rules.
So who goes first on their fantasy booking? Me or you?
You. Yeah.
Me? All
You have more
right.
matches.
More matches. Well, I'm starting off the show with a kickoff. The kickoff show is gonna be Alexa Bliss and Asuka. No, sorry, it's gonna be Dolph Ziggler versus Tomasa Ciampa. That's gonna be the first wrestling match. I'm gonna give Dolph Ziggler the win on this one, hitting Tomasa Ciampa with a super kick. Then after that, it's gonna be Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Damage Control. I'm gonna give Damage Control the win. Bailey's the one who's gonna get the pinfall, defeating Asuka. So Bailey and Dakota, right?
Yeah.
They don't go backstage. They just wait out there. They go straight to the announcing table because the opening match for the show of the actual show is going to be the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Um, because of the Clash of the Champion, I'm keep pushing the rematches
Yeah.
try to repeat itself because I'm saving Bailey and Bianca later on a bigger stage.
Yeah.
And also, it's not really so much on a bigger stage; it's more of the building up a bigger storyline.
Yeah.
So, Bianca and Neo, they go. I'll give it like 10 minutes because this is a rematch. Bianca defeats Sky in a clean win, no interfering, nothing, because Bailey wanted to see, wanted didn't want to interfere and stuff like that, and have Bailey or not Bailey have Bianca have excuses that she only lost because of damage control.
Yes.
So she was just there at the commentary and just watching, but fortunately Sky took the loss and Bianca Belair, retains.
Yeah.
So now she's gonna go on and continue with the feud, but I'll probably have Dakota next.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that goes. That's on later on for the next fantasy booking. But right now, Bianca Belair retains the Raw Championship. Next match, I will have Natalia versus Shayna Baszler in a submission match. About the same time, 10 minutes. This is going to be a number one contender match. Winner of this match will go on and face the whoever's the SmackDown Women's Champion at Crown Jewels. So, but for this match, I'm gonna give Shayna Baszler the W on this one, beating Natalia in the sleeper hold. I don't remember the real naked choke. I don't know what she calls her submission move, but Shayna gets the W over Natalia, which makes her the number one contender for the SmackDown Championship. This is the third match. Third match is going to be the United States Championship, Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles. This match is going to be a fast-paced, technical, powerhouse, high flying. You're going to get everything in this match. I will give this match about 15 minutes. Bobby Lashley hits AJ Styles on the spear while AJ Styles hits the middle ropes, the springboard to hit him with a phenomenal forearm, but Bobby Lashley hits a spear mid-air, gets the 1, 2, 3, retaining the United States Championship. After this match, AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley shakes hand, but the Miz and Tommaso comes out and attack both of them, and the Miz holds up the United States Champion, basically stating that he's next in line for the title.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my third. Fourth match is going to be a tables match with the Viking Vaders versus the New Day, continuing the feud that I had at my last fantasy booking at Clash of the Castle. The feud continues on to Extreme Rules. The New Day get the W. The Viking Vaders by putting them in through a table. Kofi Kingston hits the boom drop on the top rope to the outside of the ring, not inside the ring, but like in the what is that area called? What do you call that area when you're outside the ring?
Outside? I don't
Yeah,
know.
you just say is it? I always thought there was a certain word. You just say outside the ring
Yeah, the corner post of
to the outside of the
the
ring, I guess.
barricade.
Yeah, get close to the barricade, I guess. Hitting him with the boom drop, basically like a deja vu moment for my Clash of the Champion.
Yeah.
Clash at the Castle, I mean. So yeah, the New Day gets a W. This match will be like 12 minutes. So what's that? The next. Um, what I have? Okay, you know what? I'll do Edge versus Finn Balor next. It's gonna be the last man standing match. This is definitely gonna I definitely this is the first time ever too. So I hesitated of making this any like a gimmick match because this is their first time facing each other. But I was just like, you know what, I'll give it a last man standing match and give them 20 minutes. So this one, I have to get as much. I would love to give Edge the W on this one. I gotta give it to Finn Balor, um, defeating Edge, by hitting him with the what is his finisher?
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Or the 1916, the 19.
Ooh, 1916. Yes, the 1960 off the top of the ropes. So off the top turnbuckle onto a steel chair, a flat
Ooh,
steel chair,
damn.
and then Edge can't get up from that.
Yeah.
So getting
Wow.
the 10 count.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good way. I was gonna do the crew to go out onto a table, but
Ooh.
one, I feel like that would hurt a lot, and two, I already
It
have that
won't
for
really
the
break the
new.
table. Like, you gotta put a lot of weight.
Yeah, but I did that for the new day, so I was like, you know what, I don't want to do a table spot, so that I'm kind of mid change during my fantasy booking right now. So, but yeah, Finn Balor gets the W over Edge in the last man standing. So next, I will have let's see, yeah, one, two. I will do I will do a see, I don't know what. Okay, you know what? I'll do the steel cage match. Seth freaking Rollins versus Matt Riddle. Seth freaking Rollins, I will give him the W for this match. So the Judgment Day interferes in Matt Riddle's match. Um yeah, I will have him interfere the match, basically causing so I will have Matt Riddle escape the cage. So he basically beats sorry, ref is down. Matt Riddle climbs the cage. He gets the W, but the ref is down. So Judgment Day comes out, attacks Matt Riddle, puts him back in the ring, and then Seth Rollins hits him with the curb stomp, and then getting the 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
So that's how we'll book it. Next match is going to be Liv Morgan versus. You know what? No, I'm going to do the tag team match. Solo
Solo Sokoa.
Solo Sokoa and Sami Zayn facing Drew McIntyre and Karrion Cross. Because this continues the bloodline feud with both of them, and also the feud between Drew McIntyre and Karrion Cross. So it kind of like continues the feud, and also they don't have a build up to their match for Crown Jewel. So Soul and Zammy team up, join forces to team up. The Usos are outside and ringside for support. They go at it for about 15 minutes. Uh, Drew McIntyre hits Sami Zayn with Claymore. He's going for the cover, but the Usos, Jay Uso breaks the count. He gets in the ringside, so referee sees him, kind of helping him, even though he hates Sami Zayn. So Drew throws the Jay inside the ring, hits him with the Claymore. He's out. Jake, who's the other guy?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Jimmy comes in. Drew McIntyre just throws him out of the ring. Karrion Cross gets in and hits him with the backdrop driver, and then throws Sami Zayn on top of Drew McIntyre, getting him the 1, 2, 3, and basically, goes on and says he defeated all his own, even though he was already knocked out. So, and then Karrion Cross basically leaves a message for Drew McIntyre and also Roman Reigns in a way. So Soul and Sami Zayn get the W on that tag team match. My main event is gonna be the rumor main event as well. Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey in Extreme Rules match. This is probably gonna be. I'll give this honestly 20 minutes. I'm gonna give it a full 20 minute because this is her first time main eventing a pay per view and against Ronda Rousey. And plus, it's under Extreme Rules. They could go 20 minutes. So you're gonna see steel chairs, ladders, candlesticks. Um, you're basically gonna see it all in this match. But the way how I'll book the ending of this match is Ronda gets a steel chair. She's gonna hit like Liv Morgan, but it bounces on the ropes,
Oh.
smacking her on the face, smacking her in the face, and then Liv Morgan pushes Ronda to the rope and then hitting her finisher, the flat right, the springboard
Yeah.
flat liner, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom, hitting her with her finish, getting the 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan retains the the SmackDown Women's Championship and also defeated Ronda Rousey once again, also in the main event match. So Liv Morgan on top, celebrating. That way, everybody could go home. And a music hits. The returning of Charlotte Flair. Woo! doing the whole title symbol, saying, "Hey, I'm next in line,"
Ooh.
leading on to Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair at Crown Jewels,
Mm.
baby. So that is my fantasy booking, baby. So
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
your turn,
My
Ever.
turn. So, well, I think I put it in order, but I was probably switch the order. So I would start the Rousey versus Baszler match for a submission match,
Okay.
but I would make it into a number one contenders match for the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Okay.
So whoever wins, because they're friends, so it's kind of like personal.
Mm,
So it'll be like a submission match because they're both MMA fighters, right?
right.
So I would go number one contenders match. Whoever wins faces Liv Morgan at Crown Jewel.
Oh, nice.
But Morgan stays as champion. This so she's avoiding this one.
So you're basically building up the match. So like because my feud, which Ronda ended at Extreme Rules, yours is basically still continuing
It's gonna end at
at
Crown
Crown
Jewel. Yeah.
Jewels. Okay. I mean,
So
that's where the big money is at, anyways.
yeah, first match I'll go like 20 minutes because they're
Okay.
both friends, so they're gonna keep blocking each other back and forth. You
Yeah,
know,
because
obviously they're both MMA.
they know how.
They know each other's strategies too.
Right.
So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Baszler does a heel move. She knocks Ronda down. She's going for a submission, but Ronda reverses it. Does
Okay.
her was it Fujiwara armbar?
Yeah, something
Does
like
it
that.
1, 2, 3? Well, taps, but but Baszler takes forever. So the last 5 minutes is just Baszler like fighting back.
Okay.
So she's punching her, punching her. Next thing you know, she can't hold it, and then boom,
Mm,
Ronda wins. She's like twists her arm too
right.
hard. It's like oh, done.
Tap out, tap
Yeah,
out.
tap out, like hard. So Ronda, I take Ronda for that for 20
Okay.
minutes.
I like that.
Next match, I'll probably switch it around. Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest in an hardcore match. I don't know the difference between extreme rules and hardcore.
It's just the name of the title, but me personally, I feel like you have too much extreme rules and submissions. But
Yeah,
that's on you. That's your fantasy booking, not
yeah,
mine.
yeah. Yeah, so I'll make it a hardcore match slash extreme rules match. And this is Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest. So this would be more like for Dominic.
I'm surprised. I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't book him to face Dominic.
I was going to, but I'm like,
Hmm.
that's too soon. I would
Oh,
get wait until like Survivor Series or
that makes
day
sense.
one.
Okay. Damn, that far along.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, because
I know it's not that far along, but
yeah,
in wrestling term, it pretty kind of is pretty far along.
yeah, I know, right? But then
Yeah,
I'll
that's
have
who's gonna go over.
I'll go 15 minutes for this one. So we just hitting each other back and forth. Rey Mysterio is about to go for the win, but then Dominic, when Rey Mysterio is going for the 619, Dominic hits him with a candlestick right in the back, and then
Ooh.
Damian Priest goes up and does his his finisher. What's it called?
Mm,
Like that powerbomb thing,
the crucifix.
crucifix.
Yeah.
And he pinned him 1, 2, 3, and then
Razor's
Dominic
Edge.
just beats the snot out of his dad. Just like
Mm,
beats him with it, like the stick. So that's kind of like the that's why that one I go for Damian Priest.
okay, cool. I like that one.
Yeah. After that, I'll go. I'll switch it out because I don't want all extreme rules matches. I'll go Bianca Belair versus Bailey. For 3 stages of hell.
Mhm.
So like you say, submission. That'll just be the second match, but it'll be a singles match in the first one. A second match will be submission. The third match will be a strap. So Bell. I'll take Bailey winning the first one, and then Bianca winning with a submission that because she's not known for submissions, right? Belair.
Mm, I don't think they have any submission moves.
No. So Bianca will come out with like the crossface,
Oh, okay.
but since it's like no disqualification, she uses a weapon. So
Mm,
she puts the weapon over like Belair's face like a stick or something or like
yeah,
a metal
yeah.
rod, just makes you tap out, so it's one
Oh,
one.
okay.
And then this is for the championship, so then the strap match, they both be in the strap match.
Is my mic on? Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I think you just push the button.
Oh,
Yeah. So
all right.
so then at the strap match, Bianca, they're just being a snot at each other back and
Right.
forth, turning red. You see like red everywhere. And then Bailey's about to like beat her, but then Asuka and Alexa Bliss come out
Mm,
and they help Bella, and then Damage Control comes out and helps Bailey. But at the end of the day, once the referee's turn, Bianca hits her with a strap right in the head and pins her 1, 2, 3.
oh, okay.
Yeah, Bianca barely
So
escapes.
Bianca gets the W,
Yeah, she barely
but
escapes though.
barely.
barely. If it wasn't for Asuka and Bliss, she probably would have lost.
Okay.
So that's gonna build up for like, okay, I could have beat you. Next time I'll beat you for sure at Crown Jewel. I'm taking your belt one on
Mm,
one, you know.
okay.
So then after that, I'll switch it, you know, I'll go to AJ Styles with Finn Balor. Like I said, this would be extreme Ultimate X, but I don't know what they will call it. But similar
It's your
concept.
fantasy booking.
Yeah,
What will you call it?
I'll call it like
You're bringing an Impact Wrestling match into
hell yeah.
WWE show or product, I should say,
I'll
but
call it the Extreme match.
extreme. You heard
'Cause it's
that?
literally X, the Extreme match.
Damn.
So this match, obviously, this will be for a contract. The contract will be hanging from the X. Whoever wins takes Judgment Day. Because AJ's like, "Oh, we were friends. You know what? I'll take a group from you." And Finn is like the obviously the leader. So obviously these guys are high flyers, and AJ has experience. So he's like, "This is why I want this match because this is my domain."
Right.
So he gets like, I'm gonna make an impact real quick." You know, so
Hey,
it's like
he
a
just
shut up.
went there.
He went there. So they're just obviously it's like how the X is like, just fighting to get that thing. They go back and forth. This one I'll give about like 20 minutes as well because they're both experienced. They keep flying out the ring, doing the spots. Where like Finn
Right.
Balor's going for it, but then AJ does like a springboard elbow and he drops them, and they're both on the
Mm,
floor. Finn does like a sling blade from the top when AJ's hanging there, but
mm,
AJ doesn't hold on to it yet. He drops, he falls down back and forth. Next thing you know, Finn Balor comes. He does a. He's hanging from the
ropes.
from the ropes from the X. He leaves. He lets go. He's about to get the contract, but he does the coup de grace to AJ.
Oh,
Yeah, he
nice.
goes back up. They go. They're both down for a while because it's like a straight. Because that's a deep fall. It's like straight
Yeah,
down.
he could break his ankle
He
on
could break his
that.
ankle. So they both fall down, and then somehow miraculously AJ gets up. He goes up, hits a South Clash.
Mm,
Then Finn Balor hits the 1916. He goes up. They're both on the X. They're both on the. There's like standing on top of it, punching each other back and forth. And then Finn Balor does a kick, drops AJ, and then Finn Balor takes the contract.
oh,
It's like
nice.
yeah. And
Nice.
then Judgment Day comes out, and beats up AJ Styles. Then Rey Mysterio and Edge come out and
Go for the save.
go for the save. Yeah,
Okay,
so I'll
interesting.
see Finn
Is
Balor.
Edge on the show?
No, he's not on the
Okay.
show. So he's like, I think, yeah, he
I
goes
feel
like,
like you should have had Edge instead of AJ Styles in the ladder match
yeah,
for the winner.
yeah,
Like if Edge wins, Judgment Day is disbanded, but if they win, then they
yeah,
get alive or something. But no, it's still interesting. I liked how you booked the match.
yeah. For the next match, it'll be Gunther versus McIntyre and the last man standing for the IC
That one's
championship.
gonna be interesting.
So obviously these guys are hard hitters. So going back and forth, chops, kicks, chops, kicks. I'll give this one like 20 minutes. It doesn't need too much time, but it's like 20 minutes.
Plus, with a last man standing, it's like a prop. That
Yeah,
that 20 minutes is like good enough time.
yeah. So then obviously Gunther's more all strength, and they're both strength, but then they just start using weapons and throwing stuff at each other, Gunther, he ends up chopping the snot out of McIntyre like
Mm,
really bad. And then McIntyre, he hits two claymores but still can't knock down Gunther. And Gunther does like so it's the last man standing. So there's a table on the outside.
right.
He power bombs
But anyways, go ahead with yours.
But this is more like because Zemi is like he wants to prove himself. So like I'll more like I'm gonna prove him wrong. And Roman's like, you know what? Even family fights sometimes, you know. It's kind of like it's still a feud, but it's not really. It's like like what they did with the Jay. It's like they're a
Yeah.
feud, but then they're like, you know what? Come, you're still part of my
Right,
bloodline.
right.
So this one I'll give about like 10.
One part, I think it was more like, hey, you know what? Prove yourself.
Yeah,
Prove to me that you can hang,
yeah,
and then I'll let you join the bloodline.
yeah.
And
Like
I feel like,
officially,
yeah, I don't think because yours is more like he's already part of the group.
yeah,
So if it was like more into that part, I think that would be better. Or better yet, um, Jay versus Sami Zayn.
ooh,
That
yeah,
would have been cool. And you could also done Jay versus Sami, but uh Sami kayfabe a fake injury and Roman Reigns takes his spot
ooh,
and then just spears Sami Zayn in 1, 2, 3. But no, you were on track. I did like that. I just feel like I didn't really like the whole like, oh, he joins the bloodline, but then
yeah,
I'm gonna beat you up on the pay
yeah,
per view. That part was like what?
yeah,
But and then the whole Bray Wyatt that was cool. I do like that, and you were very detailed on like he hits him with this finisher, and then Roman Reigns is just staring at him, making sure he doesn't come back. So that was cool. Finally, a good booking that you done.
yeah. Thank you,
Finally,
thank you.
something I did enjoy. But yeah, you had a lot of hiccups. I mean, it's your fantasy booking, but like you had two submission matches,
Yeah,
where you clearly just needed one. You had like I think two Extreme Rules matches, right?
yeah.
So I think you should have just had
One,
one. Um, yeah, I think that was it, right? So
yeah,
I think you just have multiple too much same matches. The Ultimate X match version of WWE's version was cool. Um, just the whole I feel like I mean you kind of needed AJ Styles, but it was more of like the contract deal of like Judgment Day who gets the ownership
yeah,
of I feel like it should have been Edge instead of AJ.
yeah,
But other than that, I mean, it's a solid show. I mean, like what you booked the actual WWE show where you're just like, why would you do that? But okay, I'll come in for the ride,
yeah.
like I'm here for the ride anyway. So, oh, but you did book like a WWE where it's like,
Hey,
okay,
they're always hiring writers. You know, I
yeah,
might sign up one day.
mine
Maybe.
will. But anyways, you guys, hopefully you guys leave in the comments and see who had the best fantasy booking, either Ian or Ever. Yeah, don't hurt our feelings. So
Yeah,
either comment or there's gonna be on the poll. I don't know if you could. I'm pretty sure you could do that on YouTube, but
yeah.
on
YouTube,
I don't know. I don't
Instagram.
know.
Yeah, go
Hopefully
for it.
we could have a poll and you guys could vote who had the best fantasy booking. But anyways, about that White Rabbit,
Yeah.
apparently that has nothing to do with WWE.
No.
Yeah, apparently that's the rumor.
Why is it?
Nobody knows.
So why is that happening?
Nobody knows. I told you about it with Mr. Roboto. They were doing that. They were showing clips of Mr. Roboto on Raw, and it had nothing to do with WWE. It was just a new TV show. So apparently that's what they're doing again. The White Rabbit. There's also rumors that it could be Bray Wyatt. There is rumors that it could be Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania 39. Apparently that's gonna happen. So a lot of rumors going around. But and what the what just happened?
I don't know.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! A ghost tried to stick something in my mouth. Oh god! Take it home, Ever.
All right, guys. Before we go, make sure to check out our merch store at teespring.com. Pro Wrestling Tees. Make sure to check us on Instagram and TikTok at New Entry Wrestling Pod. On Twitter at New Entry WP. On Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Radio Public. And if you haven't already, check out our YouTube channel at New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Help by support by subscribing, liking, and sharing.
Yeah. Anyways, we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo-doo-doo.